loves gaming, and we like to say gaming begins with AMD. So today
ahora
we're
sí.
going to talk
Se me había
specifically
colgado
about
el
our
stream,
next
no
gen
estaba
PC gaming
funcionando.
platform.
Vamos a ver la presentación de la serie
So let's talk a little
5000
bit
de
about
Ryzen.
Ryzen. Now, you guys know we brought the first generation of Ryzen to market in 2017. And we actually had one goal. It was to build the best PC desktop processor possible.
Según Luz Azul, la serie
Now, we knew we
Ryzen
wouldn't get
fue la
there in
idea
one
de tener el
step.
mejor
But
procesador
with each generation of Ryzen, it's gotten better.
que se pueda tener.
And we focused on how do we deliver more performance? How do we deliver the best features? And how do we give more capabilities to all of you PC enthusiasts so that you can do more than you ever thought with your desktop or in your notebook? And we've made great, great progress. We started with Ryzen in desktops, and then we introduced Ryzen Threadripper in high-end desktops.
No puedo traducirlo, así que lo voy
And
a
now,
traducirlo
actually,
yo.
Ryzen is in many amazing notebook systems with our Ryzen 4000 series. I think it's safe to say that AMD loves the PC, and I think also it's safe to say that PC users love Ryzen. So we really
Obvio,
appreciate that.
está
Now look,
comiéndose
let's just
a
focus on the
Intel
desktop for a
lo
few
que no
minutes.
tiene nombre.
The progress we have made over the last few years has been really amazing. If you look at the market before Ryzen, the desktop PC was on sort of an incremental performance slope for the last many years. Now, over the past 3 years, we've significantly changed that trajectory and really completely reset expectations as we've gone from first-gen Ryzen to second-gen, now to third-gen Ryzen. We were the first to launch a 7-nanometer desktop processor,
Wow,
and
sí.
today, third-gen Ryzen leads in so many areas. We're the highest in
Ya
multi-threaded
tengo una serie
performance.
2000 por las
We are
dudas
the best in terms of
y
power
me anda
efficiency.
lo que
And
no
third-gen
tiene
Ryzen
nombre.
is
Es
an
una
absolutely
belleza.
great gaming processor. But as you know, we're really ambitious. So our work with Ryzen is never done. Our engineers have been on this maniacal focus of what can we do more? What can we do better? So today, we're here to talk about our brand new CPU
brand new
core.
CPU Zen 3.
You've all been waiting for it. It's all about Zen 3. And with Zen 3, we focused again on bringing the best to the PC market. I'm so proud of what we've accomplished. Zen 3 increases our lead in overall performance. It increases our lead in power efficiency. And also now, it delivers the best single-threaded performance and gaming performance as well. We've made massive changes in the core architecture, and I'm sure all of you want to know what's inside Zen 3.
AMD
So let me hand it over to
sobrecalentaba.
AMD CTO
Pero
Mark
ahora-
Papermaster to give you all the details. Mark?
Pero ahora,
Well, thank you, Lisa. I
pero
couldn't
ahora
be more
realmente
excited
no
than to share a little bit more
calienta,
about
más,
Zen
es
3
uno de los
and
procesadores
our
más frescos del
progression to
mundo.
get here.
Intel
It's been quite a
está
journey.
peor
We
que
set a
AMD.
course over 5 years ago to design a family of high-performance x86 CPUs. Our goal, very simply, outright leadership. We set up the team so that development of multiple
mala suerte que se
processor
ve,
generations
¿dónde
could be
está
done
el-
in parallel, with designers leapfrogging from one generation to another. This has resulted in consistent
Momento.
delivery to the market as promised. I could not be more proud than to help unveil our third generation of Zen Core debuting in Ryzen desktops this fall. It is a beast in performance and will deliver absolute leadership in the x86 market. Zen brought us back into high performance with a 52% improvement in instruction per clock in a single generation. It built a strong base for us to build upon as we developed the Zen family. Last year, Zen 2 brought double-digit % increase in instruction per clock and debuted 7
perdón por
nanometer in
esto,
chiplet
pero
technology.
No tengo doble
That
monitor,
7
no se me vería
nanometer
mejor.
efficiency enabled leadership, multi-core performance, and core density. The innovative chiplet implementation allowed us ease of manufacturing with the small 7 nanometer die and scalability to leadership core counts. And now Zen 3. Wow, what a great job by the design team to improve every aspect of the CPU,
Perdón,
delivering
Max
leadership
Boost,
performance
significa
in that
IPC,
same
new
7
core layout.
nanometer node. Higher frequency, higher instruction per clock, with design improvements across all of the CPU components, and lower latency on top of that. You look at some of the key elements. There's a new layout of our processor that brings all the cores onto a unified 8-core complex. and that
pasa de
accelerates
ser, como se había
core-to-core
filtrado,
communication.
pasa de
That's
ser un
especially
chiplet de
helpful
4
for gaming
núcleos a ser un
workloads.
chiplet de 8
That
núcleos. Eso significa
consolidation
menos
actually
latencia, como
allows
dice
every
ahí,
core to directly
mejor acceso a
access
la
the
caché
32
L3
megabytes of L3 cache.
y un
And that
aumento de un
dramatically
20%,
accelerates
un 19% en
workloads that are
realidad,
latency sensitive,
aproximado,
like
porque
gaming.
siempre son
And
aproximados,
finally,
del IPC,
significant changes throughout the Zen 3
lo que ya de por sí van a
architecture,
ser un
generating
20%
a
mejores que la serie 3000,
19% instruction
un
per clock
19%
uplift. That's
aproximado,
on top
menos,
of the significant gains that we had just in the mid of last year
además de la
with
ganancia de
Zen 2.
velocidad en general. Va a ser
Altogether, Zen 3 is our most significant
la ganancia de
architectural
velocidad en
update yet
megahertz.
across the Zen family. We made the Zen 3 floating point and integer execution units wider, more flexible, and allows us to deliver more execution capability to the user at a lower latency. We've increased the number of loads and stores that we can do versus Zen 2, helping us feed those wider execution capabilities of Zen 3.
Eso
We've
significa que
added
va a ser más,
more branch
se
prediction
puede mover más,
bandwidth. It
puede guardar
allows
más
Zen 3
datos
to
para ser
tackle
más rápido.
back-to-back predictions much more quickly, reducing the delays. We call it
Va a
zero bubble.
aumentar la predicción de los
These
datos, cosa
innovations
que también
keep
aumenta el,
Zen
reduce el
3
delay y
ahead
aumenta
of the
el
industry
poder.
norm on generational improvements and position Zen 3-based Ryzen to be a clear desktop performance leader. Microprocessor performance engineering never has one single bullet. It takes focused microprocessor engineering. It's a broad set of improvements that are needed to make a great architecture. It takes innovation on all of the key levers. Zen 3 is a total front-to-back redesign. The microarchitecture had laser focus on performance on every element. End-to-end improvements, caching,
focus
load
en
store,
mejorar el
our
performance.
execution units, our prefetching, our dispatch,
Intel,
our
la tenés
decode.
adentro, Intel.
Zen 2, in fact, had been organized with 2 4-core cache complexes, and it was tightly integrated. That was a very good design, but what we found
sí, ya
is
se
that
ve.
we
Acá se ve
brought
cómo
that
pasan
together
de,
into
cuatro,
that
de
single
dos chiplets de 4
unified
núcleos
cache
a
core
un chiplet de
complex,
8 núcleos,
that we
donde
brought
está
that
todo al lado,
direct access
esto
to
reduce la
32
latencia, permite
megabytes
ser
of
más
L3
potente,
cache
además,
rather
¡ojo!
than
Está
the
en el
16
medio, o sea que esto,
megabytes that we have with Zen 2. That direct
al
access
estar en
to
el
a cache
medio,
pool of this
reduce
size
más la
is
latencia.
very significant for gaming. They tend to make frequent use,
La
of course, of
latencia es
memory
el tiempo
subsystem,
que tarda
and
en
in fact,
ingresar a
many
algo,
games have a
en
dominant
ingresar
thread.
a la
And that
memoria
makes
del
especially
procesador,
heavy use of the cache, and that
que
thread
siempre ha
now
tenido
sees
problemas con las
effectively
latencias,
twice the
los Ryzen.
L3 cache in Zen 3. So every core can now communicate directly to the cache without traversing across the die, and that reduces latency. And it stays synchronized for applications using AI, audio, physics, and more. You can see that we continue our relentless commitment to energy efficiency with every generation.
2.4,
We're
ahora está
always
hablando de
honing our
del
design
performance por
methodologies
núcleo,
to focus on performance per watt,
del
even as we
performance
make
del
the
poder
processors
que
faster
gasta
for gamers.
en comparación
Zen
con el
3
poder que
is
tiene.
no different,
O sea, de la
delivering up to
electricidad que gasta en comparación con el poder que
24%
tiene.
improvement in power efficiency versus the prior generation. That's double-digit performance per watt uplift in the same process node.
Va a
And
ser
that's on top of
un
all the
24% más
architectural
eficiente
changes that
según
we drove in
ellos.
to drive up the performance. Our commitment to energy efficiency across time has put us in the driver's seat. Today, we're more than 2.8x more efficient than competing high-end desktop processors. And that's only a strengthening of the leadership that we demonstrated during the prior Zen 2 era.
O sea, el Core 9
We
2900K,
will
es
not let
cierto.
up going forward.
Es
We're
lo más
focused on
potente que
execution.
existe.
Zen
Intel,
3
por más
is
que
shipping
tiene el
as
procesador más
promised,
potente,
and
es
the
el que
5
más electricidad
nanometer
gasta, el
Zen
más
4
temperatura
on
levanta.
track in design. The AMD team is hitting on all cylinders, and there's no shortage
El
of
Zen
innovation
4 va a
for the
ser
next
5
generation
nanómetros,
of Zen processors
que se
to
basa en la
keep
serie 6000
AMD
o algo por el
in the
estilo.
forefront and deliver the best compute experience
Recordemos que esta
for
iba a
our
ser la serie de
customers.
4000, pero le cambiaron el
Thank
número
you. And let
para
me
que no se
welcome back
confunda la
Lisa
gente
to now show
con la
off
serie,
our Zen 3 and new
con la serie de
Ryzen
laptop.
processors.
Thank you, Mark. That was great. I'm so proud of what the team has accomplished with Zen 3. We really focused on what is most important for gamers and enthusiasts. And at 19% IPC increase, it's our largest increase generation over generation since we launched the Zen family. So now let's see Zen 3 in action. I'm so proud to show you for the very first time the AMD Ryzen 5000 series for
Bien.
high-performance PCs.
Va
The world's
un diseño
first
similar.
Zen 3 powered CPU. This is the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X.
¡Oh! ¡Un Ryzen 9!
12
Se
cores,
la
24 threads, and a
Se
boost
pero en
up to
directo lo lograzo.
4.8 gigahertz. It's a very special
Hasta
product. The
4.8.
ultimate
En los
enthusiast
papeles,
processor.
no, va a ser
Compared
muy
to the
difícil que llegue.
3900 XT, the 5900X has
105 watts.
19% higher IPC, higher clock speeds, and all of the
Si es
Zen 3
cierto,
core
podría
improvements
valer
that
una
Mark
fortuna,
talked
como
about,
dice el meme.
all while remaining at 105 watts. This makes Ryzen 5900X a big upgrade from 3rd gen Ryzen all around, but especially in gaming. Now let me turn it over to Robert Halleck to show you the 5900X in action.
Thanks, Lisa. Hey, everyone. Let me give you a sense of just how much faster the
Director de
5900X
marketing
is compared to
técnico.
our current best, the 3900 XT. To do that, we're going to use Shadow of the Tomb Raider, a game I personally love, and a game
Shadow of
reviewers
de
often
Tomb
look at to
Raider
judge CPU
es uno
performance.
de los juegos
We're going to run the
peor
built-in benchmark
peor
here at
optimizados
1080p using the
actualmente.
high
Wow,
image
todo lo
quality
que tengo.
preset on two otherwise
20
identical
FPS
systems.
de
You can see a
ganancia
whopping
en promedio.
28% increase just by moving from the 39XT to the 5900X in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And as you will soon see, the performance from the 5900X is faster than the competing processors as well.
De
Now,
los
as any
procesadores
enthusiast knows,
de la competencia,
28%
o sea,
from a
Intel.
processor change is a massive upgrade. But that's what AMD
28%,
customers
sí.
like me can look forward to. This truly demonstrates the gaming strength for Zen 3 when you combine the historic IPC uplift, unified cores, and unified cache pools. Now, as we zoom out to look at a wider set of games, you can see that the 28% uplift in Shadow of the Tomb Raider is joined by many titles with
De un
significant
5% a un
double-digit
50%
performance
de
improvements.
ganancia. Va, en el
The
LOL.
gains are even bigger in titles like
Aumentar un
CSGO
50% en
and
el LOL
League
no es
of
muy
Legends,
difícil tampoco, pero bueno.
where the highest possible frame rate is practically the #1 priority to be competitive. Overall, gamers upgrading from the Ryzen 3000 series to the Ryzen 5000 series can expect an average performance improvement of 26%
Un
at
26%
1080p.
se arriesgan a decir
Again,
en
this is just
promedio
a
en todos los
monumental
juegos.
performance jump for an in-socket upgrade in the same motherboard, and a true testament for how good Zen 3 is in gaming. Now, as many know, strong gaming performance relies on strong single-core performance.
Sí, eso
That's
es cierto.
exactly what Zen 3 has. And I want
Ah,
to show
se
you using Cinebench
forzaron a
R20
mejorar
single thread.
el single core,
There are many
el
ways
poder
to
de un
assess
solo núcleo.
single thread
¡Pará!
performance, but Cinebench is a fast and easy tool that you can run at home. And it's one of the 25 workloads that we use
Y eso está
to
en un
calculate
solo
the
núcleo.
19% improvement
Yo
for
llego a hacer
Zen
eso en un
3's
solo núcleo,
instructions
estoy
per cycle.
como un mes más
As
o
you can
menos
see, the
haciéndose renderizado.
5900X is the first
¡Ay! Encima le
desktop
ponen al lado
processor
del
to
Core
ever break
i9.
a 600 score.
¡Ah!
We don't break it by a little, we break it by a lot with a score of 631. We at AMD heard you loud and clear as you challenged us to continue investing in single-core performance, and the results speak for themselves. The combination of IPC, frequency, cores, and cache give AMD the fastest
están
cores in the
forzando
desktop market and give you the
Se
best
le
possible
están
gaming
diciendo a Intel,
performance. So let's
sos hijos
take that
nuestros.
landmark
Aparte
core
lo mencionan
performance
directo,
into
cuando
a
en
head-to-head
realidad lo
battle.
mejor sería no mencionarlos
Across the
nunca.
same set of games you just saw, the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X is a clear winner at
Un
1080p.
1% a total war.
As I
Bueno,
promised you, AMD wins in Shadow of the Tomb Raider by +6,
bueno, hay
and is
muchos,
joined
hay
by
varios que
many
no.
other games popular with reviewers
Eso
and
me
users
gustó,
like
que
you.
hayan mostrado
League of
en
Legends and
dónde
CSGO are
no es más
once again
potente.
standout victories for the Ryzen 9 5900X. So that was a lot of data very quickly. Let's take a step back. Let's recap. You saw an average uplift of 26% for
Igual,
Ryzen customers
eligieron esos
upgrading
juegos para
from the
mostrar que
3000
el
series
5900X
to the 5000
es
series.
más barato que el Core
You
i9,
just
como
watched
siempre.
AMD
Bueno, no
deliver
han
the
dicho el
highest
precio, pero
single-core
es lo normal.
performance in
que
the
sea más
entire
barato.
desktop PC market.
Lo que va a obligar que Intel también baje el
And
precio.
you just saw AMD clearly
Y como
offer the
siempre,
best performance of any gaming processor.
nosotros vamos
on
a
the
ganar en
market.
eso.
I will put it plainly. We know that you're going to wait for benchmarks, but customers who buy processors purely for their gaming performance will absolutely want a Ryzen 9 5900X for the best possible PC gaming experience.
Y
Now
no
let's bring
solo
Lisa
esto no
back
solo va a
up to give
mejorar,
you more
sino que los
details
que somos
on these
streamers,
awesome
no me
gaming
va a dar la plata,
processors.
pero bueno, mejoramos porque tenemos mejor renderizado de video
Thanks, Robert.
al
That
tener
was
más núcleos.
fantastic.
Y además
I
podemos
hope you're
correr
all
Discord
now
y otras cosas
convinced
más
that the Ryzen
sin que nos joda
9
en la
5900X
posibilidad de jugar.
is the best gaming processor in the
No
world.
solo es de gaming,
Now
es de
let's look at the
streamer
stack.
procesor.
In
Es
the
un procesador
5000
para
series, we
streamers.
have a great choice for every gamer or PC enthusiast. In addition to the 5900X, we have the 5800X, an 8-core, 16-thread processor with boost frequencies up to 4.7 gigahertz at 105 watts. And we also have the
35 megas de
5600X,
caché,
a
loco.
6-core, 12-thread CPU with boost frequencies up to 4.6 gigahertz at
5600X.
65
Sería hermoso
watts.
tenerlo, pero no lo voy a tener.
Now let's talk about price and availability.
Tengo un
The
2600,
6-core
con eso es mucho.
5600X is $299.
Estoy 2 generaciones atrasado ya.
The 8-core 5800X
$300.
is
Acá va a salir
$449. And the
unos
amazing
$500.
5900X, combining the leadership performance and
Fa, no
power
es
efficiency
tanta la
of Zen
diferencia de precio
3
entre
in a
todos.
12-core 7nm design is priced at $549. And all of these will be available globally on November 5th.
El 5 de
We're
noviembre.
really proud of the 5000 series, but you know we're not done. We love our enthusiasts.
Ah,
and there's
claro, ahora
one
se
more
viene la
processor
presentación
in
de,
our stack,
de las
which is the
radios.
ultimate processor for gaming and content
Sacaron
creation.
primero la...
For those
Se la
of you who
sacaron,
want
mostraron
the
la chota
very
gorda,
best processor
porque
in a
saben
desktop
que
PC,
con
we have the
Nvidia no van a poder.
16-core
Pero con Intel
Ryzen
pueden
9
y le dicen hijos nuestros.
5950X. The 5950X is simply an amazing CPU.
Oh shit.
16 cores, 32 threads, and our fastest processor with boost frequencies up to 4.9 gigahertz.
72 megas de caché,
The
L2 más L3.
5950X breaks the Cinebench R20 single-threaded record that Robert set just a few minutes ago with a score of 640. It is truly the best in class in every dimension. Best
Falta
gaming
me presenten los
performance
Threadripper
meets
de esta
best
generación.
processor for content creation, and all of this still at 105 watts. Now let's take a look at some of the performance. If we look at the generational uplift from the 3950X to the 5950X, we see up to 27% more performance in CAD workloads and 12% more performance in rendering workloads. More
Está bueno porque lo
impressively,
están
we
mostrando
see up to
en
29% more
profesionales, que es lo
gaming
que más le van a
performance.
usar, la
And this is
5950.
really how we bring the best of both worlds together. The best for gamers and the best for creators. And now, if you put 5950X against the top of the stack from the competition, we see that the 5950X provides up to 59% more creative performance in rendering workloads, double-digit wins in video editing and software compiling, and we also win in lightly threaded CAD workloads as well. We're
Lightly
really
threaded.
proud of the fact that we also win in gaming. There's nothing like the 5950X in the world.
Empate en
One
un... Ay, no
processor
llegaron
that
porque tenía
delivers
justo
the
el
best power
coso
efficiency,
arriba.
our highest clock speeds, the highest single core performance in the industry, and the highest multi-core performance of any gaming processor. And it's priced at $799 and will also be available globally on November 5th. I hope you're now as excited about AMD Ryzen 5000 series as I am. Zen 3 is really amazing, and I'm so happy we could show it to you today. But you guys send me a lot of notes and a lot of tweets, and I know that you're not just excited about Ryzen 5000 series, but there's a tremendous amount of enthusiasm and curiosity
Lisa,
about
Zoom,
our
no te
Radeon
mueras
lineup
nunca.
as well. So the next few weeks are
Bien,
just an
la
amazing
presentación
time
de
for
radio.
us.
De
In
radio,
addition
de
to
radio, de radio,
introducing
de radio.
our Ryzen 5000 series, we're also going to introduce our next-gen Radeon GPU, and I want to give you a small preview of that today.
Ya se había filtrado
This is
este
the
diseño
AMD
igual.
Radeon RX 6000 series, which we now affectionately call Big Navi, thanks to many of you who nicknamed it
Navi.
for us. It is
Todo el mundo lo llamó Big
absolutely
Navi,
gorgeous
ellos
and by far the most
Pa,
powerful
y me
gaming
escucha la
GPU
gente, eso
we
me
have ever
encanta.
built. We got a lot of requests from our fans on social, and I heard a whole conversation
Nvidia
on the
será lo
Full
más
Nerd
potente
last week
en cosas,
about
pero no,
wanting to see Zen 3
no le
and Big
presta tanta
Navi in
atención a, los,
action.
a
So
la
today, I'm going to
comunidad.
show you a preview
me
of what
sí
you
se
can
arriesga.
expect from AMD Ryzen 9 5900X and our Radeon 6000 series. We've been doing a tremendous
solo
amount
para
of work
darle lo
optimizing
que realmente la
gameplay
comunidad
with
quiere,
Ryzen 5000
sino
and Radeon 6000 series.
Para evitar cagadas.
So let me show you today Borderlands 3, which is a very popular AAA title running at 4K resolution on the
En
Ryzen
4K.
5900X and our Radeon 6000 series. Just take a look at that performance. Over 60 frames per second at 4K with beautiful image quality. We are super excited with what we've accomplished with Big Navi. In addition to Borderlands 3, here's a bit more of a performance preview on Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Gears of War 5 at ultra settings in 4K. And again, what you see is tremendous 4K performance across the board. We still have a few weeks until launch, and the team is working really hard on fine-tuning things. But I hope you're as excited as we are about what Ryzen 5000 series and Radeon 6000 series can do together for your next generation PC. So that brings us to the end. I hope you enjoyed today. It's been so much fun
Qué
spending
poco que
time with
duró
you.
la presentación, loco.
We have a lot more to show you later this
20
month,
minutos.
so join us again on October 28th, where we'll give you the
28 de
full
octubre.
story of our AMD Radeon RX 6000 series. And make sure
Apoyen
you
la
mark your
presentación.
calendar for November 5th to find Ryzen 5000 series on shelf worldwide. Take care and see you soon.
No hablaron nada de la radio, pero nada. Pues la van a presentar, claro, la van a presentar oficialmente el 28 de octubre. Music, ama, YouTube, te amo. ¿Ya está? ¿Se acabó? Vamos a ver el chat. ¿Qué están hablando? Sí, ya se acabó. Go, cool. Socket. ¿Y qué? Socket. Hay uno que está preguntando qué socket va a usar. Es el mismo de siempre, solo que va a funcionar solo en las placas B450 y las placas B550. GG Intel. Sí, va a ser un GG para Intel que no tiene nombre. Radeon 6000 series, Radeon Java 7000. Bueno. RIP Intel, GG Intel, todos le están tomando el pelo a Intel. Y bueno, ¿se acabó? ¿Se acabó? Se acabó. Vamos a darle like, que se merecen. Y voy a ir terminando el stream entonces. Y yo ahora me voy a poner a escuchar comentarios de profesionales, porque les invito. No me acuerdo si lo tengo abierto por acá. No importa. No importa. Está el stream de... Hay un stream de... Ah, ya vamos a abrirlo a ver si aparecen. Ya, mala suerte. Que se vea todo lo que miro yo. Esta. Estos son unos grosos en informática. Que están hablando. ¿Ya terminó? Es más, creo que ya hasta les terminó ellos. Ah, miércoles, me está tardando a mí. Pero bueno, yo voy a estar acá mirando. Ah, y el low-fi acá.
Luego tiene otra, que es el chip es el doble de grande. Que
Yo lo voy a estar
no se
mirando.
sabe casi nada.
Ustedes
Sí,
hagan lo que quieran. Pueden seguir mirándolos a ellos o
pues puede rendir
seguir mirando D-Live.
Si es trala
Yo
grande,
voy a terminar el stream
Pues
acá. Les agradezco que hayan pasado. Yo voy a seguir mirando este stream. Como dije, ya lo dije por 24ª vez.
Es lo que dice
Pero me la
Iker,
sudan
lo mismo
colores.
Esta gráfica va a competir.
Nos vemos,
por así decirlo,
muchachos.
por encima de la 3090. Pero la 3090 tampoco tiene mucha diferencia, ¿no? Con la 3080.
En gaming,
Sí,
no.
tiene un.
Es que
tiene, sí,
son tan potentes ya que ni siquiera los juegos se escalan para aprovechar todo el
20% extra o así, ¿eh? Si no recuerdo
pero
mal.
También